Hey guys, and welcome back to the Southampton Football Manager series. Hope you like the intro, and we start, as always, on the table with 15th. Now we've improved a bit, 3 games off screen, we've gained confidence and pleased the backroom management performance charts, and I'll show you them 3 games off screen. Now if you have watched the last episode, you'll be fine, because you'll know what's happening, but if you haven't, please watch it now, because I'm going to spoil it right this minute. As you've already seen on screen, we lost our first game as Saints boss to Leicester, which is understandable. A team that should not be in this league, but we've bounced back in good fashion. We got a win first at Brentford. Well, Brentford came to us, but we got it against Brentford. Rafa Mir scoring 2 early on, and they were nowhere near us when we had Mir. Second game, we played our old rivals at Sunderland in Middlesbrough, and we beat the Borough easily 3-0, brushing them aside with Cutrone getting 2 and Mir continuing in the last minute. And then a bit of a disappointing one. We drew 1-1, but it felt like a loss to Blackburn because we should have won. We let them have a goal with Brereton really early on, and it was sloppy. Cutrone scored, which was deserved, but we just needed a win. And for the eagle-eyed of you out there, you will have seen some transfers, as I'm going to show you them right now. First player we've brought in, it's one like Sunderland where the board just bring it in or something. Yeah, 1.5 stars, not the best. 19, a bit old. It should be about 2 star at that time in Steve Smith. Then in my opinion, the second largest one, that shows you the intent we've had. Aaron Ramsdale, the first choice at Bournemouth. We've took him off as rivals on the coast. He was transfer listed, wasn't enjoying his time at Bournemouth, so he's come down to the Saints. Higher rated than Brad Collins. We needed a new keeper, and I think this guy fits the bill. The biggest one though, 18-year-old, 2.5 star, from Serbia, I think it is, so I work with Grujic. It's Nenad Petrovic. Can grow to 4 and maybe 5 stars. It's from Red Star Belgrade. It cost us 1.5 million, and I think that is a big investment that will pay off. And this last one was 925k, so you can see we've spent quite wisely, saying we have like an over 100 transfer budget. I don't want to spend and get past the financial fair play. We've got Che Cooper from Tottenham. He wanted out for some more playing time. 2.5 stars. He's going to go out on loan. But again, like Nenad, he can grow to 4 or 5 stars. As for outgoings, we've got like 1 or 2. We've got Lucas Begstorm, who's a 2-star keeper, who was a backup, going on loan to Morecambe. And the other one I've never even heard of. We got 1.5 million for Harry Partin, a youth player who plays in centre-back. Don't know why. And outside of business, we've got a player, but he's been recalled from loan early because I don't think Guilherme played him. It's Thiago Silva, 3 stars. He can be a good maybe bench or backup player. Just decent for the team. And in today's episode, we have 3 games. We have Cardiff away in Wales. We always play them on screen for some reason. Birmingham in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Want a win there to keep on going at the St Andrews. And then Bristol City to end it off at St Mary's. And here is the team for the game against Cardiff. We've got Aaron Ramsdale in that with Kraft, Foyth, Cody and Lowe in the defence. Hickey's been dropped. I don't know why, just probably because I want to play Lowe in the Premier League if we can get there at some point. Samfield, Grujic, Boswell and Slatter in the midfield. Højbjerg's got a bit of a knock, so I'm resting him with Cutrone and Mir as our duo. Need a big win here. Away in Cardiff, they've got Zek Medley, a player I was looking at, and Macy in the net. A lot of Arsenal players will have to overcome. 28 minutes in, and Jacob Murphy, who always causes problems, got a free kick. Ramirez at the back post, and Salomon Ramirez gives them the lead. Shame, we don't want to concede, and we do. Oh, it's a bad header as well. Shouldn't have got above his man. Got a chance to equalise just before half-time, and we really need it, so we can turn the afterburners on in the second. Low battling with Ramirez, gives it to Cody in the middle to Boswell, our 17-year-old. Bosses the ball back though. Grujic to Slatery, who hasn't really delivered any goals or assists as of yet. He's got the ball back in the middle though. Gives it out to Kraft. Can Kraft something as he gets away from his man, but he's been tackled by Joe Bennett. Long ball only goes as far as Juan Foyth, covering in the middle to Grujic, our playmaker for the day. As Kraft gets it, we haven't got Højbjerg. That might be the reason we're not doing as well. Field on the ball now though. Gives it back out to Kraft. We're just playing down this right-hand side. Grujic, he's going to put a ball through, and he does. Just needs to get a good ball into the box onto Cutrone or Mir. Mir is first to react, and Rafa Mir, gets us the equaliser. Let's have a look at this goal. Grujic just slots the ball through to Kraft. Could see that all coming from a mile off. Kraft playing really well this game. Straight into Mir. Keeper doesn't come. He just bounces off his head into the net. And that's half-time. We've been I won't say all over them, but the better side. I'm going to say I'm not happy because I want them to win this game. Kraft is going to come off here. Going to give Herbie Kane a chance because he's usually a good player in FM. And he hasn't had the chance on me. We've had 10 shots just over the hour mark. We should be converting some of these as we're not getting a highlight. Grujic, finally we've got one. If we could create something here, it would be amazing. But Kraft is off, who usually gets a couple of assists. But Lowe's got his chance at left back now. And can he turn provider as Boswell gets it? Plays a good 1-2 with him. Just needs to put the ball in the box. These aren't very good in the air at the back. Mir gets to it. It's off the bar and back to Macy. Hajsadjanaj gives it to Marlon Pack. Flying. Hajsadjanaj's tackled by Boswell. Good tackle, but he's blown for a free kick. And if it's anything like Murphy's one in the first half, it would be bad, but it's even worse now. Boswell's got sent off. Our 17-year-old getting a red card. Murphy to whip it in. Marlon Pack doesn't get there. Glatzel does. If we could win with 10 men, it'd be a statement of intent, but Hajsadjanaj picks it up, gives it to Aidan Flint. Just need to push up. Come on. We've gone to a 4-3-2 to try and get something, but Herbie Kane's made a good tackle there down the wing to Robert Glatzel. If he can get on the end of it, he does. Just needs to get inside of his man. Or keep running down this line. Zach Medley's made the tackle. It's going to go to Juan Foyth, to Herbie Kane, who made the first tackle in the first place. Juan Foyth back to Aaron Ramsdale. And we're not making tracks forward how I'd like. Connor Cody in the middle to Stuart Armstrong. Gives it to Grujic. Back to Sam Field. That's a good ball over the top to Glatzel, who is a bit wide for a striker. Just needs to get a ball into the box. Gives it to Grujic. Just hit this, Grujic. Go on. Get your shot off. And he's in the top corner. Oh, I didn't think that'd happen. A late winner maybe from Marco Grujic. Oh, I didn't think it would come. Glatzel with some good hold-up play. Worked well with Herbie Kane and, of course, Grujic, who's finished it off. Macy probably should have saved it though, but we don't care. And what a win that is. Coming from behind to secure the 2-1. We do not give up, even in another country. Good win, boys. Well done. We continue to climb the table. And after that game, Cardiff want one of his players. Ellis Chapman, one we bought from MK Dons when I wasn't here. 2.5 star. It can grow a bit at 22, but I don't think I really want him. So I'm going to accept that. 900k for him. And here is the team we're going to go for the game against Birmingham in the FA Cup. Strong team, because I want to keep going in this competition. Aaron Ramsdale in net. Hickey comes in for Kraft, who's getting a rest. Foyth, Cody and Lowe stay in the team though, with Field, Silver getting his first game back off loan, and Armstrong in the midfield, with Slattery having to prove himself now in that cam role, with Catrone and Mir staying up front. And one of his youth players have gone to Nottingham Forest for 4.1. The club's selling them. I guess this is why they've got so much money, because they're a good academy, which we actually didn't have at Sunderland when it was top priority, so don't know what's happening there. And we've signed another player in Ante Pavalesa from Manchester City. 3-star, can grow to 4. He might go on the bench for this next game. 22 years old. Deep line playmaker in the centre of midfield. We've got a lot of midfielders now, which is a bit of a worry, but not that much, because this guy is really good. Can grow to 4. Already at 3. Welcome to the club, Ante. Highlight here, it's a corner for Birmingham. Dan Crowler to whip the ball in. Connor Cody gets it away. But Brady's going to get on the end of it. And he can keep the ball very well. Can we just get in there? 15 and 12 fighting for it, but it's dropped to Rafa Mir. And can Mir do something here as we're taking strides forward? Tackled by the ex-Southampton man in Cedric. And now we've got to go get the ball back from Dean. We are getting dominated as well on the stats up to this moment. Stan Bentley switches it to Colin. Out to Brady on the wing. Can he get past his man? If we can get a good tackle and we can't, and Hickey's being rounded as it goes in the middle to Colin. Colin to John Lundstrom, to Puskas. 2 good players there, 2 good signings. Out to Cedric, equally as good. Puts the ball into Brady, back post. Robbie Brady has given Birmingham the lead. I don't know how I feel towards losing to Birmingham, because obviously they're not the best team in real life. Apologies to the fans, but they're just really good in this. So when I get defeated, I'm upset, but I shouldn't be. Another highlight straight after. Colin throws the ball into Brady again. Robbie Brady back to Colin. To Mortray. Is he going to get a chance? Gives it to Lundstrom. To Crowley. Back to Mortray. Out to Cedric. They're just toying with us. Now we're not getting out on them and putting pressure. As he puts another ball into Brady. It's gone to Puskas. And now Brady's got a chance at the back post. We need to get rid of the ball. Puskas in the middle. And it's off the crossbar. Highlight for us here. on the half-hour mark as Rafa Mir gets it from Hickey on the throw-in. Mir drilling forward. He's just been able to run and he's at the side netting. Crowley with a free kick. Dean was at the back post. It's fallen to Dan Burn. Can he put it back in? He's like 6'7" as well. I'm surprised he didn't win his header. Out to Crowley. Dan Crowley puts it back to Dean, the other centre-back on the edge of the box. Lundstrom through to Cucho to Puskas, and it's missed. Another free kick for Crowley here. The flooding forward. Look at him at the back. Ramsdale's caught it. And we need a counter-attack here if we're going to get anything in the end of this first half. Of course, this isn't the league and we've got to focus on the league more, but I want to get through in the cup as Juan Foyth has it. Gives it back to Ramsdale, who puts a bad ball forward. Dean's just on the end of it. Actually, it wasn't that bad of a ball. No one just reacted as Dean's got the ball, puts it back out to Robbie Brady, who's causing a lot of trouble in this game. He puts it back to Mochire in the midfield, who gives it to Colin. Colin back to Mochire. Out wide again. I'm fed up of saying that with all these little tippy-tapper passes, but it's gone to the back post to Cucho. And Juan Hernandez Cucho is not missing that. He scored his 7th. Say the game's gone, but of course in the round before this, we were 2-0 up against Sheffield United, and then they brought it back to 2-2, so you never know, and that's half-time. Yep, they have deserved what they've got. I'm going to have to be assertive and say I expect a much better performance, speak to them all individually, and try and get a better performance. Changing the formation up here as well. When we go into this second, I'm going to try wingers, because then maybe Sousa, Gerardson Sousa, can fit back in his team when he gets back from injury. Lundstrom. Ball headed away to Samfield. Thiago Silva. We've got the pressure on here. Gives it back to Juan Foyth. That's the first time I've seen Silva touch the ball as well on a highlight. Not the best of starts back in this team as Ramsdale gets the ball in the net. Gives it out to Juan Foyth. Foyth turns and now gives it back to Ramsdale. We've just bottled an attacking position there. As Rafa Mir gets the ball, he can run with it though, but he doesn't. He gives it around the corner to Cutrone. Got to score to get us a goal back, and he does. Close post from Cutrone, and we're still in this. I don't want extra time again, but if it means us winning the game, I'm all for it. Cutrone, good run around the defender, and he just blasts it past the keeper, and we are still in this game. Pavalesa getting his chance for Slater it. I'm going to put Thiago Silva in this camera if he can play there, that is. I'm not sure he can. Have we got another camp? Che Cooper. He can have his chance. I'll do that change. Slater with the ball now. Just before our change goes through. Juan Foyth. That's an absolutely appalling ball from Foyth. What a fall from grace he's had from Tottenham. As Robbie Brady is just allowed to travel forward. Mir with a good tackle to get the ball back. Rafa Mir. And now Hickey gives it back. And we go back to Ramsdale. He loves comfort passing, does Foyth. Straight back to the keeper, as he always does. Ramsdale just chips it over him to Samfield. Thiago Silva now on the ball. That's a beautiful ball up the field to Cutrone. He just has to score and he's hit the post. Final 10. Final 10 minutes. Show some passion and get us back in this game. Highlight late on. It looks like it's going to be their highlight, but if we can nick the ball here, the scenes would be unreal as Colin gets the ball down the line. Gives it back to Robbie Brady. Brady swings the ball into Cucho. It's blocked though from low, but we've got to pick up on that field. Come on, react quicker as Crowley has the ball. Gives it to Cedric. Cedric back in the middle to Crowley, to Cucho. Hernandez back to Gilmore. Billy Gilmore back on the field. And Cucho can put a ball in if we don't get there, but Lowe's got there. And now counter-attack down the line. Oh, and Billy Gilmore reads the game so well to get there. But then we've read the game as well. Rafa Mir, our best player undoubtedly in this game, gives it to Stuart Armstrong on the left wing now. Armstrong bearing down on the keeper and he's blasted it past him. And that's it. We've lost 2-1. Oh, God. We're still in the game. I'm going to say it was one of those days because we did have chances. But we're out now. And with a good performance in the last game, we've gone with this team. We've got Aaron Ramsdale in net, Hickey, Foyth, Cody and Lowe in the back with Field and Gruitch. Sousa getting his chance in the team. I haven't given him a chance with Slattery and Mir on the left this time. And Cutrone is up front. And Hickey has had an offer in for him. He really wants to go. He's transfer listed himself. I thought he were a decent, young, promising player. I'm going to ask for 250k. They're not going to give us it. I'm just going to accept that. Really could do with a win here. Sousa getting his performance. And if this formation works, we might actually have to try and shop for a backup right mid and a starting left one. Corner ball from Slattery. Can he get an assist here? Puts it into Suso, but he doesn't get there. Juan Foyth picks it up. Slattery got another chance, just gives it to Foyth. Foyth, the back post, Catrone. 10th goal of the season for Patrick Catrone. And we are 1-0 up. Easy little goal, that. I mean, it was 2 failed crosses from Slattery, but Juan Foyth, the centre-back, floating in a really good ball. As we'll see now, straight to Catrone, who heads it in. Mia with the ball, gives it to Grujic in the midfield. It'd be good if we could get 2-0. And Sousa is through, and he's hit the post on his return. Big chance. 2 highlights for us at half-time. Double their shots. Deserved to be in the lead. Still room for improvement, though, as we go into the second half. Highlight for Bristol this time, with Sameo throwing it to Patrick Bamford. Sameo gets it back, and now Bamford does as well. Puts a good ball in. No one near it. Ramsdale will collect. And he's guarded by number 14. I think that's Juan Foyth. Just watching that he's got it in his hands. And he gives it to Connor Cody, who can come forward, give it in the middle to Slattery. One more, straight through to Catrone. He hasn't took the ball that was on show for him. Grujic has got it though back. And now to Hickey, who might be leaving the club. Sam Field, I hope Kraft can get back in time, but Sam Field gives it back to Grujic. Back to Sam Field, out wide to Rafa Mir. Good ping out wide. Can he put a good ball into the box? That's the question. Gives it to Slattery, who gives it to Grujic. No option for the shot. Field to Low. Time for a good cross this time, and it is to Sousa. His 4th of the season. He's just come into the squad, and he's scored for me. This formation looks like it's going to be working for me. Grujic with the ball. Back heels it to Field, who gives it to Low, and that was a really good ball from wing to wing for Sousa to head in. Slattery with a corner into Armstrong in the last minute. It's hit the post. Glatzel couldn't get the rebound, but that doesn't matter because it's finished at full time. 2-0 to us. 13 shots. Got away with that one. Actually, Slattery's not happy with that. But I'm not really happy with his recent performances. And as we go 5 unbeaten, I'll show you the league table right here this time. Southampton, us, back to 12th place. We're climbing the table, 39 points. Only 6 off 6th place now, the playoffs. Doing really well. Also, as old club, Sunderland in 10th. A lot of overachieving there, but unfortunately, guys, this marks the end of the episode. If you haven't enjoyed, what's wrong with you? Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one in a bit.